Okay, hello and welcome to my first video in a series about my condo renovation in Virginia Beach. And today I'll just give you an overview of the project and the planning steps. Believe it or not, planning is a big deal, so it's worth its own video. I'll start out by giving you an introduction, then I'll give you a project overview, and then I'll give you an apartment layout, show you the layout. I'll talk about kitchen and bathroom planning. And then I'll talk about washer and dryer hookup, and then the plumbing and electrical discovery, the things I found out calling in plumbers and electricians for free estimates. And then I'll discuss in general how to find and hire contractors. Okay, so a little introduction, a little bit about myself. I'm Alex Grover. I do YouTube videos, but I also do apartment renovations. By trade, I'm an IT project manager. I was in the Navy. I have an MBA type of thing, but mainly I work with IT projects, data platform type stuff. But on the side, I've been renovating apartments for the better part of 25 years. And I find apartments and houses, and I've done it in Ukraine, America, Norway, and Estonia, of all places. Okay, so that's a little bit about myself, and now I'll tell you about the project. So the condo that we're renovating it's a first floor condo in a building made in 1972, and it's fairly straightforward. It's 648 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's located near the Virginia Beach Oceanfront. It's literally like a 12-minute walk, and your feet are in the water. So I'm treating this as an investment property. Even though we're staying here now, we're not going to stay for long. And probably we'll just use it as a second residence, but we could put it on rent. So that's how we want to treat it, and that's how we want to cost the project and procure and get materials. Now, I laid out a 16-step project plan that also includes the moving. So I'll just list out all the 16 steps and where we are, because some of these steps I've already started. So moving is, even though it starts technically at the end of this week, we've already started preparing to move. Removal and demolition, I haven't done anything there because we have a kid at home. But bathroom and kitchen planning is already underway. I've had a meeting with IKEA and doing follow-ups, and I have the bathroom meeting tonight. So we're getting ahead of that. And why you want to do that is to get your electricians and plumbers in there to do the estimating, to see if that's really the design you can go with. Then that's followed up by, we're going to scrape off the popcorn ceiling. That'll actually be done in removal and demolition. But then I'll skim coat the ceilings and walls. So 5 and 6 kind of go together. But I'll start with the ceilings and just work my way down to the floor. And then once the ceilings and walls have all been skim coated and prepared, we'll put down the tiles. And once the tiles are done, we'll cover up all the tiles with painting paper and plastic and tape and whatever, and then start painting the place. And then we'll wait for the appliances and cabinets that I ordered to come, and then those will be installed. The bathrooms and kitchens will be installed, along with a water heater. I forgot to mention, we're going to take out the water heater during the demolition step, and then we're going to put a new water heater in when we're putting down after the tiles are done. That way we can have tiles under the water heater. It's really worth it. It's really nice for aesthetics. I mean, I don't know if you'll get your money back, but anyway, we have to change the water heater. So if you have that opportunity, do that, and that's where planning helps. And then we're going to install the kitchen. I said bathroom and kitchen would go together, and then we'll do the windows, just do some curtains and everything. We're not getting new windows, so we'll just get new curtains, new blinds. And then we'll do the interior doors and closets, and that will be followed up by trim work and moldings. And believe me, these last steps, they can get into some money. So you really want to plan these out and really find good materials and find deals. See, the deal is with and then lastly, and then I'll talk about the contractors at the end. And lastly is the trim and moldings. We will do or after trim and moldings, we'll install the bathroom countertops. Okay, so then the next step is, this is the layout of the apartment. Very basic. It's just a big rectangle. As I said, 648 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Now, initially we wanted to put the laundry next to the kitchen, but then when I called the electrician and plumbers, both the breaker box is all the way in the far corner on the first bedroom is the breaker box. And so that to drop a line there or drop a wire or a circuit as they call it, he was wanting like between $1,500 and $2,000, and this was a full service electrician. I'm sure I'm going to find it cheaper. But the bigger cost, and the one I found really believable, was to tap, I didn't realize like washing and drying machines put out so much water. You can't just use a standard drain line. You need to install a 2-inch to be safe, to prevent backflow. And so to start from the end of the kitchen, or this this far corner here where the original laundry was planned, and go all the way to the bathroom where the main sewer line is, the main drainage line, or what they call the main branch, that would be like almost 12 feet of cutting, concrete, to lay that line and tap directly into this main branch. So what all the neighbors are doing, and what the plumber had told me, is to put it in the closet here, in the bedroom closet, and then it's not too far to hit this bathroom. It'll be a lot cheaper to tap the sewer line and have the washer drain properly. Some of the neighbors have done it improperly and the washer backs up into the bathtub, but we don't want that. We're going to use a solid 2-inch line. And that is why it's important, to do the planning and get your electrician and plumber out there first, get your bathroom designs done. First have your dream design, and then have the electrician and plumber come and validate it, because they're going to make that stand, right? And if it's if the prices are out of control, then you want to revise your plan, and that's exactly what we did. So we chopped this kitchen down, and we're just sticking with the current galley kitchen. So we'll save a few $1,000 on cabinets, save thousands of dollars on cutting the concrete and installing a sewer line or a drainage line, or to the main branch, and then move it over to the bedroom closet. So we have to keep the pencil sharp on this project. And now, how did I find this contractors? Mainly walking around the neighborhood. There's always like somebody busy on a house. So if you go walk around during business hours, if you can, take a break, you'll always see like trucks and people working, and you just snap their phone numbers. Now this guy, Etheridge here, Etheridge and Sons, he was working in the same building where I live. And it turned out that he had already installed laundry in some of the other apartments. And so he just came over after his job was done and took a look and gave me an estimate and gave me this great advice, actually, on how much this would cost. But he's not an electrician, so I had found another mechanical company working down the street, and I found that they do heating, air conditioning, electrical, and plumbing, and I've already got them arranged to come and give a second quote on the electrical, once we move it into the laundry. I'll probably call these guys in after tear out. The first people I had called was Russell's American, and but I don't know, their prices were really high, but they did give a lot of useful information. And then I found this guy just walking around. I saw them installing kitchen cabinets, and he just told me to take a picture of his t-shirt and get a hold of him. He wears his business card on a t-shirt. He had a blank white van, so this is how I got his details. But yeah, just to wrap it up, you want to, plan your apartment renovation. There's roughly 16 steps. Get your kitchen and bathroom designs down. Call in the electrician and plumber on the free estimates and ask them what it's going to cost to do that work, and if it's too much, to lay the infrastructure down or lay the supporting utilities down. I should say utilities, it's not really infrastructure. Then you have to revise your plan, and you might have to spend some time with planning, but if you do the proper planning, you'll prevent a lot of surprises and cost overruns later. So anyway, this is all I got. Drop me a like and subscribe, and you can always reach me at the email address on this video, on this slide, or just ping me in the comments. Anyway, take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.